we have quite a lot to look forward to here on your Sports Betting Friday. Not only do we have Major League Baseball, we got a full slate of games, lots of things to get into. College World Series gets underway at Omaha. Don't forget the VSiN crew broadcasting live from Omaha, so you want to make sure you check that out. Go to vsin.com/CWS. Get a free College World Series betting guide to help you make your bets here for the College World Series. We have the Stanley Cup Final. Game number 5 is on Saturday. Game number 4 of the NBA Finals is Friday night. And U.S. Open round number 2. After round number 1 of the U.S. Open, J.J. Spaun sits atop your leaderboard at 4 under. Thurston Lawrence is second at 3 under. Then Brooks Koepka is at 2 under par. Taking a look at the betting markets right now for your outright winner. Jon Rahm is your favorite at plus 550. Jon Rahm is 1 under for the tournament after 1 round. So he's 3 strokes off the lead, but he is your betting favorite to be the outright winner of the U.S. Open. Scottie Scheffler, who was, quite frankly, just stupidly priced before this tournament, not because he doesn't deserve to be the favorite, just because on this course at Oakmont, in a U.S. Open, no one deserves to be that short of a favorite. So much variance. It just makes no sense. He's plus 250, plus 275. Just stop it. Anyway, Scheffler's plus 650 as the second favorite. Scottie Scheffler's 3 over par. He's 7 strokes off the lead right now, and he's the second favorite at plus 650. Colin Morikawa and Brooks Koepka, as well as J.J. Spaun, are next at 12 plus 1,200. Morikawa is even, so he's 4 strokes off the lead. We mentioned Koepka's 2 strokes off the lead, and J.J. Spaun is your leader, 12 to 1. If you think that Spawn's going to completely fall off, you can go ahead and you can bet that. But if you think that he hangs around, he's right now, J.J. Spaun, minus 110 to finish top 10. I don't think he's going to shoot another bogey-free round, I can tell you that much, because that was rare, what we saw here on Thursday. Round 2 leader markets, so to be the leader after round number 2, Spaun is your favorite at plus 350. Brooks Koepka plus 750. Jon Rahm plus 750 as well. Siwoo Kim 10 to 1. Sungjae Im 10 to 1 as well. Colin Morikawa's at 20 to 1 to be your round 2 leader. He'd have to certainly make up some strokes, but as would most of these golfers to make up the strokes here to be the round 1. But because of how difficult this course is playing, it would not shock me to see some ridiculous scores being posted. And when I say ridiculous, I don't mean like the 7 under pars, I mean like the 7 over pars. So for J.J. Spaun, who had a bogey-free first round of a 66, would not surprise me if Spaun in round number 2 shoots like a 6 over and cards goes from a 66 to a 76. Wouldn't shock me. Something to keep an eye on here as we go into round number 2 at Oakmont Country Club there in Pennsylvania. But Friday night, it is game number 4 of the NBA Finals. And right now, the Oklahoma City Thunder are a 6-point favorite for the game, total of 225.5. I think that the Thunder at 6 are the right side of this game. First off, it's an incredible bounce-back situation. They are the favorite in game number 3 on the road, the market pricing them as the better team in this series. No one's arguing that they're the better team. They lose game number 3. Those teams bounce back in a big way in the following games. In these playoffs alone, we can talk about the zigzag. We can talk about the teams that if all you did was just bet on the teams that lost the prior game to then cover the next game, those teams are 48, 26, and 1 in these playoffs. So, like, that's great. Actually, I have to specify this. Because, let's see, 44, 22, and 1. There we go. Better numbers. Sorry. Because sometimes those numbers can include a non-playoff game. That's 66.7% ATS. Those are incredible numbers. If all you did was just bet on the team that lost their previous game to then cover the next game. But let's narrow this field down a bit. By the way, those teams, they're covering 66.7%, but straight up 39 and 28, that's 58% straight up. But what if you were a favorite and you lost that game. If you were a favorite and you lost the game, the next game in these NBA playoffs in this season, 19-7 straight up. That's 73%. 17-8-1 against the spread. 68% ATS. And these teams are winning the first quarter by a score of 29-23. They're winning the second quarter 28-27. So 7 points on average. The favorites coming off of a loss in this postseason, winning the first half on average by 7 points. Now there's the Oklahoma City Thunder, who in these playoffs have bounced back every time they have lost. They are 5-0 after a loss in these playoffs. They are outscoring their opponents in those 5 games in the first half by double digits. First quarter, 29-21. And if you go back throughout the regular season, when they were 18-2 after a loss, again, first half dominations, double-digit leads at the end of the first half. The Thunder, more so than any other team, knows how to bounce back in these situations. And so I'm going to bet on this bounce back. One other situation to look at, Game 4, going back through the history of the database to 2003, Game 4 of a playoff series, where the road favorite loses game number 3. The Oklahoma City Thunder, a road favorite in game number 3 in Indy, and they lose. And they are once again a road favorite in game number 4. Those teams are 15-5 straight up, 12-7-1 against the spread. But they are winning the first halves by, that's not by much, but they're winning the first halves by 3 points. Thunder first half is my best bet on this game. I think the Thunder go wire to wire, to be honest with you. I think this winds up being a Thunder game that looks more like game number 2 as opposed to what we saw in game number 3, of course. And put it this way. The Thunder won the first quarter in all 3 games here in this series. The Pacers have been held under their team total in all 3 first quarters in this series. But with this bounce-back situation, the desperation spot to avoid going down 3-1, the Thunder need to get off to a fast start. The Thunder will get off to a fast start. All they've done in this series is get off to fast starts. I think they maintain the lead after the first quarter. Thunder first quarter, Thunder first half. That's the way I'm betting this game. From a prop betting perspective, 2 props I want to bet. 1, Tyrese Haliburton under 18.5 points. I do think there's a fatigue factor. It's only a 1-game break, a 1-day break in between games 3 and 4. Plus, this number's inflated. It was at 17.5. It gets put up to 18.5. It makes no sense. Haliburton went under this number in games 1 and game 2. And if you go throughout his game logs in this postseason, he tends to score less in games where his team is playing with some house money. You know, they take a 2-game stint lead against the Bucks. He doesn't score in game number 3. They take a 2-game stint lead against the Cavs. He doesn't score in game number 3. They upset the Knicks in game number 1. He doesn't really score in game number 2. They take a 3-1 lead against the Knicks in that series. He doesn't score in game number 5. Under Tyrese Haliburton, 18.5 points. Another best bet here for the game. Best bets brought to you by G-Bank. Introducing the $500 trifecta from G-Bank First Bet and VSiN. All you need to do is open up a G-Bank Visa Signature credit card and in the first 90 days, deposit and play through $1,000 at First Bet to trigger the $500 trifecta. You'll receive $200 in cashback rewards on your G-Bank Visa Signature credit card. First Bet will give you a $100 deposit match, and VSiN completes the trifecta with a free VSiN Pro subscription through October 31st. That's a $200 value. A $500 trifecta from G-Bank First Bet and VSiN. Head to vsin.com/GBank. That's VSIN.com/GBank. This one-time promotion is limited to customers opening a new account in response to this offer and will not apply to requests to convert existing accounts. Apply today. Terms and conditions apply.